Welcome back to ACE Academy Nasik online classes. Today we will solve our first example on analysis of frames by slope deflection method. Here is the question. Before solving, we have to find out whether the given frame is of sway frame or non-sway frame. To find out, we have to consider these 5 points. So point number 1 is to check the unsymmetrical loading. Here there is only one column and one beam. So there is no case of unsymmetrical loading. Second is to check the EI. Here the value of EI is not given. Hence point number 2 is also not valid. The third is to check the length of vertical member. In this example there is only one vertical member. There is no other vertical member present in given problem. Hence point number 3 is also not valid. Point number 4 is to check end conditions of vertical member. This is similar to point number 3. That is, here there is only one vertical member. Hence point number 4 is also not valid. And last one is whether the horizontal force present on vertical member or not. In this example, there is no horizontal force present on this vertical member. Hence, point number 5 is also not valid. So, we can conclude that the given problem is of non-sway type. So, delta is 0 and joint A support is fixed support, hence theta is also 0. So, these two things are 0. Now, our step number 1 is to determine degree of kinematic indeterminacy. So, I have told you how to determine degree of kinematic indeterminacy. We have to just count the number of roller and hinge support present in given problem. Now in this frame we can see that there is only one hinge support. So we may say it as degree of kinematic indeterminacy for this problem is 1. But in frame we have to count intermediate joints as degree of kinematic indeterminacy. Hence, joint B and joint C or theta B or theta C are the two degree of kinematic indeterminacy. Hence, theta B and theta C are the two unknowns. Now, our step number 2 is fixed end moments. Consider span AB. Since there is no support present on span AB, so MFAB and MFBA will be 0. For span BC, there is center point load of 30 kN. Hence, for MFBC, it will be minus WL by 8 due to anti-clockwise movement. It is minus 15 kN. And for CB, it is plus WL by 8 due to clockwise movement. It will be plus 15 kN. Now move on to our step number 3, that is slope deflection equation. So there are 4 fixed end moments. There will be 4 slope deflection equation. For AB, it will be MFAB plus 2 EI upon L in bracket 2 into theta A plus theta B minus 3 delta by L. MFAB 0, 2 2 EI upon L. L is length of span AB, that is 3 meter. Theta I is also 0. Theta B, the unknown thing, delta is 0, hence the term 0. So equation number 1 will be 0.67 EI into theta B. Now consider span BA. We will get 1.33 EI into theta B after putting all the values in this equation. Consider span BC. MFBC plus 2 EI upon L in bracket 2 into theta B plus theta C minus 3 delta by L. MFBC is minus 15 kilonewton meter plus 2 EI upon L. L is 4 meter, that is length of span BC. In bracket 2 into theta B plus theta C minus 0 because delta is 0. Hence equation number 3 is minus 15 plus EI into theta B plus 0.5 into theta C. Now for CB, similarly we can write MFCB plus 2 EI upon L in bracket theta B plus 2 theta C minus 3 delta upon L. After putting all the values, we will get equation number 4 as plus 15 plus 0.5 EI into theta B plus EI into theta C. So equation number 1, 2, 3 and 4 all are slope deflection equations. Now we will solve our step number 4, that is equilibrium equations. Since there are two unknowns, there will be two equilibrium equations. At joint B, MBA plus MBC is equal to 0. So put the values of equation number 2 and equation number 3. We will get 2.33 EI into theta B plus 0.5 EI into theta C minus 15 is equal to 0, which is our equation A. At joint C, MCB is equal to 0. Put the values of equation number 4, we will get 15 plus 0.5 EI into theta B plus EI into theta C is equal to 0, which is our equation B. So solving equation A and B, we will get theta B as 10.80 upon EI and theta C as minus 20.40 upon EI. Now after getting these values, we will solve our step number 5, that is final end moments. So put the values of theta B and theta C in equation number 1, 2, 3, 4. After putting values, we will get MAB as 7.2 kilonewton meter. From equation 2, we will get MBA as 14.40 kilonewton meter. From 3, MBC as minus 14.40 kilonewton meter. So equilibrium equation at joint B is satisfied, that is MBA plus MBC is 0 and final MCB as 0. So these are our final end moments. Now our last step is to draw superimposed BMD. So we will draw our superimposed BMD. So consider this is our original frame. So this is joint A, joint B and joint C. Now here is 30 kN center point load. From that we will get it as WL by 4, that is 30 into 4 divided by 4 is equal to 30 kilonewton meter. This is 30 kilonewton meter. Okay. Now what about AB? Since there is no load, there is no bending moment, but we have to draw final end moments. Always keep this in mind. This is A, this is B, this is minus, plus, plus, minus. If AB is negative, you have to draw that point on the left hand side of this line. And if AB is positive, you have to draw on the right hand side. So our answer is plus 7.2. So I have to draw on the right hand side. Here is 7.2 kilonewton meter. MAB. Now BA, if positive on the left hand side, if negative on the right hand side. So BA is plus 14.40. So it will be on the left hand side. So left hand side will be like this. Join these 2 points. So it will be like this. This is 14.40. Now for B, it will be minus, plus, plus, minus. This is B, this is C. If minus, it will be on the upper side. If plus, it will be on the downward side. So minus MBC is minus 14.4. So it will be on the upper side. And this, and MCB is 0. So we will join this. This is our superimposed BMP. I hope everyone understands how to solve non-sway frame. It is similar to analysis of continuous beam without sinking.